does have to be straight too. Okay.
And then those.
On the wheel?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's not on the hole. It's not on the hole.
Yeah, okay.
Now your clear piece is right here on the book. Can you see it?
Yeah. I could get.
Now start getting the wheels ready for the other side. We're gonna get that on. Daddy said you couldn't help. It is quiet time. Just ate lunch. It was kind of a weird lunch because, as you saw, we went into a store. We went in Lidl. I rarely go to Lidl, so I think we've only gone in once since the pandemic started. But Sebastian really wanted to walk to a certain playground, and that route has either an Aldi or a Lidl. I prefer Lidl. And yeah, so we went there first because I could get him a little snack. He got a little snack pack of meat and cheese and little toast crackers. And then my goal was mostly to just get some fresh veggies to go with our pasta dinner tonight. I also got some olives, but then I did a quick once over of everything, see what they have. Sebastian got some cute Pokemon socks, and I got some little push pop molds because we love making popsicles, but we don't have push up ones. And then the food items, what did we get? We got a bag of 4 fresh baked stuffed pretzels. We've had 2 of them already. That was part of lunch. And a box of fresh mango. That was a good price. We had some of that. I got the kids a pack of hard-boiled eggs because it's just a hassle sometimes to peel them when you make them. I hate that part. So they were already peeled. Jax eats 4 of them because he doesn't eat the yolks. And he definitely can use the protein. He's so picky. Sebastian had 2. What else did they have? I think that's what they had: pretzels, eggs, and mango. So as I said, a weird lunch. I had just like half of Sebastian's pretzel, like 1 mango slice, and I made a small bowl of leftover Indian food. So what else did we get from there? Oh, I got some like lo mein noodles that are like pre-cooked, like parboiled. Should be ready to just heat up. And I was gonna get this black bean sauce, but it fell out of the cart. Like Sebastian had a little mini cart. And we didn't notice till after I checked out. The employee that was monitoring the self-checkout, it's like, oh, is this yours? I'm like, oh, we already checked out, so I guess we'll get it next time. So he took it back. But I have some sauce I could probably throw on them, or we can go back. I'm losing my voice because of the rice I just ate. What else did we get? Oh, Sebastian chose like chocolate sticks filled with strawberry filling. It's like really skinny, like Pocky size, but it's not a cookie. It's just the filling and the chocolate. And And my veggies were broccoli and green beans. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I got a bag of 70-cent frozen corn to put in our cooler bag so I could take our walk with the groceries and not have them get hot. And it made it. It like actually didn't thaw, so I was ready to throw the corn away if it melted, but it was fine. So it stayed cool. I closed up the freezer bag and I put it under the stroller so it was in the shade. And we took a walk. The cicadas were so loud. I was filming it to try and see what the decibel level was. And I got as high as 87, though I don't think I caught that on film. It sure seems louder, but they're just now starting on that particular stretch of forest. There was a lot of them just chilling on the trees, not doing anything yet, like they'd just come out of their shells and they were still, I don't know what they do. Do they dry off like a butterfly or something, or just have to mature a little bit? But there were a lot of them, and the other day my husband shared an article with me that cicadas pee. The kind that we have right now just pee little drops, like a raindrop. But some like squirt. And I got a drop of wetness when I was sitting under the trees waiting for Sebastian at the playground. So I'm pretty sure a cicada peed on me today. Yeah. Anyway, I was up till 3 again. I did all of this here. And yeah, I'm gonna do the same on that side tonight. Making good progress. I'm doing between like 12 and 15 a night, which is way more than usual. Usually I try to do at least 10. So that's good, but I might take a break because that's a lot. Those are some late nights. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I just registered to vote absentee for the rest of the year because our state allows it, and I guess my husband and I thought we were already registered because we did the last election and we had checked that off, but it turns out it's for the calendar year, so that had reset, and tomorrow is the deadline to register for this primary that's coming up next month. So I'm like, oh crap. So we both did that. We checked off for the full calendar year, so November we'll do absentee. I'm sure things will continue to be better COVID wise, but why go when you don't need to? The numbers here in our county dropped below 2% positivity. Round of applause. Clap, 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 clap. But testing is way down because about 48, I think, percent of the county is vaccinated. Or maybe that's just adults. 48% of adults in our county are vaccinated, and they say you don't need to get tested at all when you're vaccinated. So testing has dropped by half in the state of Virginia. I don't have those numbers for the county. They don't show how many tests they do. But yeah, for the state of Virginia yesterday, I looked, and testing in the past 2 weeks has dropped by 50%. So I mean, there could be breakthrough asymptomatic infections in vaccinated people, and we wouldn't know unless they have a job where they're required to regularly get tested regardless of vaccination status. So, but still, under 2% positivity is awesome, and it shows that the vaccines are working. I don't want to put my guard down or let the kids go to public school next year because multiple reasons, but biggest are they're not vaccinated. Variants, we don't know what it's going to be like when they get here. I think they are going to get here. Like that Indian one is particularly brutal, and I keep seeing countries going into lockdown again. I don't know how vaccinated Australia and Japan are, but they're dealing with it. There's other reasons, but those are my big ones. Oh, we don't know how long it lasts, the vaccine. I don't know how heavily they're testing people's antibody levels or whatever measurement they can do to see how well this is protecting, but we don't know. And perhaps that's something that differs but from person to person. Like I could lose my antibodies faster. Like who knows? And we don't know what our levels are. So for now, even though our numbers are great, we are still living with caution. And I will say that even though, like Lidl, for example, they have a sign and it's like vaccinated, no mask. Not vaccinated, mask. And everybody was wearing a mask. And I know probably half to more than half of those people are vaccinated. I would say that our city here is probably evenly split on, to stereotype, I'll say like the Trump kind of people and the non-Trump kind of people. I don't know how else to phrase it. It's like left and right wing. I don't know. They're pretty evenly split. Even like in our neighborhood, based on political signs I saw last year. That's what I'm going by and like comments I see online. So if you assume lower vaccination numbers in that like right-wing Republican sector, which all the news keeps telling me, I don't want to make assumptions, but the news makes assumptions. So I would say probably half of those people were vaccinated. And yeah, everybody's in a mask. So I felt really safe with Sebastian. We took about 15 minutes and I felt safe. Nobody got near us. But yeah, that's our day so far. You made it through me talking 9 minutes. Thank you. Thank you for listening. You're a good friend and I appreciate you. I will see you on the other side of quiet time.
Like a little phone with this behind it on it.
Oh, like a flower phone like I have?
Yeah, but here's a little, but black was going on here. Yeah, so I just cut some little pieces of
That was
tape.
really creative and smart. Very smart.
I made it look like your phone.
It does look like my phone.
Cut it at that and that kind of the same.
I do have a flower too. I love it, baby. Cute. I'm gonna hug you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Eyes.
On your eyes. I'm gonna hug your eyeballs. Silliest. They're the silliest. Bedtime. You knew I was gonna say it. Anyway, I don't think I had a lot for you today. What's going on here? I just cleaned my glasses. I need to get the technique down of how to put my glasses on. Oh my gosh, I'm like a drunk grandma. I need to figure out how to put my glasses on and not make those hairs like stick straight up. There we go. Let's start over. I've been using you as mirror again. Bedtime. Probably don't have a lot for you today. Don't really recall recording a whole lot, but we'll go over it a little bit. I know I talked to you at quiet time for quite a long time, so I don't think there's much to say prior to that. So we'll keep going. Let's see. Dinner time. Well, during quiet time, I started sketching a cake idea for Sebastian because he finally chose Hot Wheels themed cake. It was between that or Cat Buzz, which would have been epic but difficult. And I'm not making this one easy for me. I started sketching it out during quiet time on my phone, so excuse how this looks. I do not have an iPad like all of my wonderful friends who have the iPad and the little Apple Pen or something, and they're able to so easily do digital artwork. I've got my fingertip and my iPhone, so I quickly sketched out my ideas. I want to have the bottom tier have a tunnel for a real Hot Wheel jack going through. Now, I saw this online, and that was one idea I latched onto right away, but I'm going to try to stack a second tier on this, so hopefully that works out with some support. And the second tier will be a different idea I saw with a monster truck ramp going up. So I sketched that out, and after quiet time I dug through all my cake pans. I do have a bunch now thanks to the thrift store. I bought whenever I see like a round cake pan, I get them. So what I'm going to need is 2 12 inches and 2 8 inches. I'm talking like round cake pans. I have 1 12 and plenty of 8-inch, so I need to get another 12 so I don't have to bake in batches. And there's other things I need. I've started adding things to my cart, so I was doing that after quiet time. My husband made dinner tonight. He wanted aglio olio and he asked for some fresh veggies, so as I said, I got broccoli and green beans. He ended up doing carrots and green beans and some garlic nuts and pasta aglio olio. Delicioso. We ate dinner, and then I decided to take Piggy for a walk. That was that little quick clip. He normally has been wearing a harness that my husband picked out. It can either clip here or on the back, and he just pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls. It's really frustrating. I wanted to try the gentle leader that we used long ago with our dogs. Eventually we moved to an easy walk harness, if you know what that is, and it clips in the front, and it's similar in that it's supposed to pull them.
That can check it. He'll be ready to week in 10 minutes, I think.
Okay. We won't. That's 10 minutes less you'll have. He only has 5 minutes till bedtime for him. Well, why don't you just go play for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You can read a book yourself and count it. He's trying to finish his reading challenge, and he's 8 books away from reading 1,000 books before kindergarten. Now, this is not counting 3 or 4 months where we were stuck with the same library books, and I stopped counting because we filled up our sheet that we had, and I didn't have another sheet. So there was like 3 months where we were reading 6 to 8 books a day, and it wasn't getting recorded. But I'm not just gonna fill them in. He can read 8 more books. Yeah, so dog harnesses. I dug out the old gentle leader, which is, it's a loop that goes over their nose and attaches to the leash. There's a collar that goes from the nose loop around the back of their neck just to hold it on. It's similar to a horse harness. So if I were to pull on the leash, it just turns their head. If they're trying to pull me, instead their head turns because they don't have the leash. So I wanted to try that. I'm gonna have to try it several times because when you put something new on a dog, they're confused. They're like, what the heck? They might be just kind of stunned into not pulling. So he pulled, not at all, no pulling. It was amazing. If that stayed, I would be happy. He did spend every 5 minutes, he'd give a little roll against the grass or go like that a little bit because it just feels weird to have something where you're not used to it. It wasn't hurting him. It didn't crease his hair during the walk, like when I took it off. So he seemed comfortable, and when he wasn't like pawing at it, he was just walking along. I was giving him treats whenever he was superstar walker, but he did great, no pulling. So obviously if he gets used to it, he could do what one of our old dogs did, and she just like, it's like He-Man steroid neck, and she would just pull as hard as she can with this like strong neck. And I can see him doing that because he kind of does that with the chest harness. he just like uses all his muscles and strength. So I took him for a walk. I don't know how long it was because I didn't start an exercise. Probably like 20 minutes around the neighborhood. It was lovely weather, and got him some exercise because my husband tried to walk him during quiet time and he refused. He just kept sitting down or trying to pull back to the house. So I don't know what that was about. He keeps doing that. So he got put back in his crate up here. After that, I went downstairs and I was just painting more pieces. I haven't been really doing too many time lapses of my craft kit because I'm just painting and painting and painting. It takes so many coats to get over that blue with white. Even with sanding, I can't sand too much, as I said, because the pieces are delicate. So yeah, maybe almost done painting these current pieces, and I've got to start trying to figure out which ones I'm going to permanently attach and which pieces I'm going to try to make removable so I can like take the front off and still get in there. Like if something like falls off and everything's glued up, it's just going to be lost in there forever. I need to be able to get in there. So soon I'm going to have to figure that out, and it's probably going to be janky, but they do give you a lot of plants, and they literally say if you've got gaps in your roof and stuff, fill it with plants. So I'm going to go with that, I think. Yeah, now we're up here and we're just going to wrap things up. Thank you for listening to me so much today. I'm hoping to be able to walk around a lake tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, but I think it's not going to start till lunchtime, so maybe if we get out early enough we can. I had wanted to go today, but Sebastian was just adamant about going to this one playground. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. It's Friday at last tomorrow. This week has just dragged, and it felt like one day ahead. Like today felt like Friday, yesterday felt like Thursday. It's just so weird. Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend is what I'm saying. So good night. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.